Hi guys, so in this section we are going to discuss how to do competitor ads research and analysis. What are the important aspects? How do you approach it step by step with examples? Hope it clarifies a lot of the concerns and doubts you guys have. It's quite critical because when we look at competitor ads, it's important to also deep dive on what are the important aspects you want to look at when you're analyzing a competitor ad, right? So these are the 6 most important parameters to look at. Number 1, what is the core concept? What's the big idea, big theme? Is it us versus them? What triggers emotions? What exactly is the concept talking about? Number 2 is the hook, right? The first 2-3 seconds of the ad, it must grab attention. How they're grabbing attention, visually, verbally, in the background, what's happening, we want to analyze that. Point number 3 is script structure. How is the story built out, right? Do they follow problem, agitate, solution framework? Do they follow attention, interest, desire, action framework, pastor, quest, all of those nuances in terms of the script breakdown? Number 4, we want to also understand what are the big visuals, what are the important visuals they are using, right? How quickly shots are cut, how's the transition, how they're zooming, how are the emojis. And point number 5 is the pacing, right? You want to ensure how the pacing of those ads is also done. And point number 6, but very important, is the relevance of the ad with the landing page, with the product you are actually selling, right? So we have broken down this process here in step-by-step format. The ultimate goal of doing this competitor ads analysis is not just to rip off what our competitors are doing, because understand they are failing as much as you, at times more, at times less, but almost 70 to 80% of their ads are also failing in day out, right? So you want to ensure that you're just not ripping them off, right? Don't just imitate, draw inspiration. Don't overlook small competitors, they might have interesting ideas. Don't also look at just Facebook, right? Look beyond Facebook, look at Google ads, look at their TikTok ads, look at how they're doing things organically as well. Then the process kind of looks like this. Number 1, I'll highly recommend using a tool like Atria. We choose a tool like Atria instead of Facebook ads library because Facebook ads library has n number of limitations. Number 1, if an advertiser deletes or pauses or even edits an ad, the old ad link which you might have stored can get redundant, right? You won't see that link anymore. Number 2, you are not able to save it at a scale. You're not able to create those Pinterest like repositories, libraries, and all of those nuances. Number 2, when you want to analyze at scale, I'll show you quickly how we do that with Atria. You are able to draw better inspirations, right? So for example, we were doing this competitor analysis, which we'll further talk about in our sections later. You will see we were analyzing for this fintech app which lends cash app advances, right? And what we had done here is basically, let's say Empower is one of their competitors, Bridget is one of their competitors, the Dave app was one of the competitors, right? So most likely if it's a big brand, you'll already see this in their mix. If not, what you want to do is go to the Facebook ads library, search one of their competitors. So for example, I'll pick one of the competitors here, let's say Moneyline. So I searched one of their competitors, Moneyline, here on Facebook ads library, and then I can log into Atria and start saving these ads right away. Or if I want to follow this brand continuously, I can go to the discovery section, I can go here brand request and then submit request. That's it. They already have this ad brand, like they say brand already exists, and then you can start following their ads, right? You can sort by most recent or longest running. Longest running most likely gives you a good idea that this ad had a strong performance. And here's the trade secret, right? You can go to transcribe script and you'll get a complete breakdown of this script here word by word. Moneyline is the only money app you need. You can get up to $500 instant cash. And then if I want, I can also create similar script. Before doing that script analysis, before giving me that breakdown, they'll actually analyze what framework it uses, what creative strategy it uses, and it's super helpful, right? Because then you can further build on relevant ads. So for example, this ad uses a unique selling proposition framework, creative strategies, again feature benefit, and USP based ad, right? Moving back to our workflow, you want to reveal these key insights. Then you want to also see and analyze if you can find out their ad comments, reviews, which you see them directly. Most likely you will not be able to replicate the ad comments. It's very tough unless you are in the same geography and you're seeing that competitor ads. One quick hack is to just go to their website, start becoming like their retargeting middle of the funnel user, and then bang on. The last step is to actually implement and start adapting these learnings in your account. So what we had done here for you guys to make it actionable, I have dropped this template here. You can go and make a copy for yourself. This is the research competitor ads research framework. What we have done is we've added all the important aspects, which the 6 elements we were talking about: concept, hooks, script structure, visuals, pacing, core persona, and the talent type. You also want to see what talent type they are focusing on, because that's the relevant talent type you want to also target yourself, right? And that's what makes your ad super powerful. So as I had shown, the script analysis can be super helpful if you make this in this order, right? You do the step-by-step analysis, copy the script, note down what concept, what framework, what theme they are using. Let's say it's word of mouth, it's green screen, it's a native format, right? For example, this ad from Bridget, it actually looks like, to me, it's a WhatsApp payment screenshot. Bridget app sent you $250, tap to accept. So it's such a nice on the face kind of a ad. It has been running for 104 plus days, 3.5 months plus. So there is a strong likelihood that this ad was performing decently for Bridget, right? So that's a clear learning and clear ad framework for us. In fact, when we further do this, we see that they are running quite a few of these native formats. They have done something in Snapchat format, they have done something in ATM machine kind of a format. You'll see this ad, right? Short on cash, download Bridget and get up to $250. This looks very native. This doesn't look like an ad in the first go, right? And that's why it's probably working for them. So once you're done with all of these, for at least do this for 3 to 4 competitor apps or competitor brands, and then these are the high level learnings you want to grasp from them. What are the different images, carousel formats they are running, right? What format of UGCs are they running? Are they leveraging some TikTok trends like POV, SOS, my friend told me so? Are they running some promos, discount offers? You should be talking about production images and video app screenshots they are using. What kind of talent they are using? So for example, here with respect to Bridget, they were heavily leaning on African American creators. They had some bit of Caucasian, because you want to keep a good diversification in your mix, but you also want to see what your competitors are doing, right? And then with respect to age, also you want to see how they are leveraging. In quite a few ads, they are actually calling out the persona right in the hook, right? Are you 24 to 34 years old and need cash flow? This guy looks like that 24 to 34 age demographic. And as they did say, creative does your targeting. They are rightly so doing so, right? So here's the glimpse, and this is the overall breakdown. You want to summarize all of these learnings. After that, you want to talk about what are the hooks, what are the common messaging, formats, imagery strategy, editing styles, and learning over time. Like, how are they changing their ads over the time? If they continue to use a format or theme again and again, there's a good chance that those kind of ads are working. Let me show you what I mean by that. If you look at Bridget's ads, for example, and let's sort by longest running, you will see, and let's only look at image ad for now, right? You will see their native ad format consistently have been being using again and again, right? So this is one format, January launched, this is another one, We saw another format like this in WhatsApp one with the light background was launched in December, right? So if they are doing again and again these kind of formats, there's a very good chance that this format is working. They have done 3-4 different iteration of this ad, right? Fifth one here, sixth one here, right? And then they have done some iteration of this download 50 to 250, get money in minutes, right? So you want to learn over time how they are adapting, right? Then you will also see they have done something like this in this Snapchat format, right? They have done this in this native download Bridget notebook format, right? And overall that's very helpful to build your hypothesis further and build ads accordingly. Be very sure not to rip off their ads. Adapt in your own brand's tone of voice, brand's reviews, comments, but also take inspirations from your brand competitors. Hope it helps.